put it this way, if there was a squirrel up there, had plenty of time to evacuate. Still up there after all this, totally their fault. Welcome back to Richwine Garage. Last few series, or last few episodes, it was part of the series, has been getting ready to prep for winter. It's, you can tell by the flannel, starting to get cold outside. We got a couple dead trees in here that need to come down. I've taken down a lot of trees. I haven't precisionally aimed taking down trees. There's always been a tractor tied to them and a very long rope or chain to help follow them in the direction that I wanted. These trees are already leaning this way anyways, away from the barn. So let's see if we can take them down without destroying anything. I think we can. Also, in the last video, I know that we had the steel Farm Boss chainsaw take a crap on us. I'm still debating over that, but in the meantime, I got to thinking about it. I'm personally a fan of grind hard plumbing, but on grind hard plumbing, they live not completely off grid, but somewhat off grid. They heat their shop with wood, and I know that Ethan heats his house with wood. He also is milling his own lumber for his own house, and they use an Atlas 80-volt chainsaw. I grabbed one yesterday. There happened to be a coupon, or as my father would say, coupon, but that I wanted to use at Harbor Freight, and I went ahead and grabbed one. I used it for the first time yesterday, just splitting some other wood, and I gotta say, I'm impressed. Don't get me wrong, gas-powered two-stroke is amazing power, but for just doing jobs like this or splitting wood, maybe 16 hours out of the year, this might be my new favorite thing for this particular function. Okay, let me crawl in here and see if I can take down one of these two trees and then take down the other one, and then we'll be splitting wood, getting ready for winter. Let's go. Okay. Doing good so far. Nobody's died. All right, we want to aim it towards that area. That should hopefully be a big enough pie cut. Now let's see if we can get this thing going here. Get some of these little saplings out of the way. she's starting to lean. Yep, she's starting to go. That is the slowest timber I've ever seen in my life. Timber? Timber? Timber. Come on. You got this. Can't even be angry. I just gotta say I'm impressed. That is by far the slowest timber I've ever seen in my life. It's still falling. Still going. Oh, still go. Yes, I could go in there and cut it, but I'm more impressed that it's just still falling. Yeah, it's come on, you got this. Let's put it this way: if there was a squirrel up there, had plenty of time to evacuate. Still up there after all this, totally their fault. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I'm just impressed. I know it's still moving because the branches are rubbing against the other tree. The pie cut that I did is basically closed now. I almost want to just go up and pull it. All right. Are you still moving? Nope. No, it's actually stopped on the pie cut. Okay. Go in there, give it a little bit more of a trim. That was impressive. There she goes. Wow. Again, I've never seen a tree fall that slow before. That was hilarious to me. And I don't know why, but I found that hilarious. All right, before we drop that next tree, I'm going to go ahead, take the tractor with the forks, take this over, pick it up, and go ahead and start cutting it up in sections. We might even go ahead and split it, see how many containers that we fill. I don't know if I've explained it to you guys yet or not, but I use IBC totes. I don't use the full-size ones. I use the half-size ones to hold all of our firewood. Um, so the theory behind that, I use the forks on my tractor quite a bit. I use them to move around pallets of things. I use them to scoop up sticks. I have a grapple bucket that's too big for my tractor, but with the IBC totes, especially with split wood, it's easy to put them all in there, leave it level with the top surface, and be able to stack it on top of each other. So you're looking about a cord of wood per container. And what I do is I stack them all along the side of my house. And then during the winter, as we need them, I take them and pull them over and put them inside of the front porch area. That way all we gotta do is go through our front door, grab them. We don't have a furnace, wood furnace. We have a propane furnace, and propane's expensive. So we use, I bought it a couple of years ago. It's a heat exchanger. Basically, it's a fire tray with C-shaped pipes that go across it. And there's actually little computer fans that blow in through a manifold in here and take air through these C-shaped pipes and pump it back into the house. And there's a bunch of them. I think it's like 12 or 14 of them that the fire heats up and blows the warm air from the fire back into the house. And it actually helps tremendously. But that's my reasoning behind using the IBC totes. Let's go ahead, grab the tractor, pick this thing up, start chopping it up, and then we'll spin around the tractor and do some splitting right here. Why not? It's already here. It's already very slowly falling. That was impressive. I don't know why, but it was impressive. There we go. I always have a hard time judging where to pick up a tree from. It's amazing how much weight is down on this end versus that end. Like, this is a third hanging off this side compared to that side. But, okay. We're going to go ahead, start chopping this up. What I'll do is I'll take a chunk off this end. As soon as it starts to wobble one way, I'll go to the other end, start taking chunks off that end, and just keep working my way back and forth. And just chop it all up. And then we'll flip it around and get the splitter going. What I'm probably going to do is throw you guys on a time lapse and we'll get to see what we're doing here. Again, I'm just going to be using that Atlas 80-volt saw. I'll let you guys know when I actually have to charge it next, because I'm curious. I mean, obviously we did, let's call it 1.5 cuts with a pie cut on this, and then let's see how long this thing lasts. I did not get the bigger battery. I got the smaller battery of the two. It saved like $100. Batteries are ridiculous, but okay, let's get you guys started.
Cold wind rolling in, flannel on again. Dead trees leaning, time to clean the land. Atlas saw humming with a quiet drift. Slowest falling timber, nature taking its time to shift.
Okay, battery on this thing. I don't know if it'll show up on camera or not. It says it's half. Maybe it's just a little warm because we were going pretty quick. But I only got one more cut to do, and the rest of that can be held by or handled by my little DeWalt pruning saw. But that's pretty damn good. I'm very impressed with this electric chainsaw. I chopped up an entire tree. Now, granted, was it a behemoth of a tree? No, it wasn't. But you know what? It did it. Maybe it's a little warm. No, it doesn't really feel warm to the touch. Let me try that one more time. See what we can do. Sorry for jerking you guys around. I'm unfolding this little tripod. Let's see if we can get this chainsaw to do this last cut. See, it's about halfway through it. Yeah, I think our battery's just that dead. But you know what? I am damn impressed. I used to have a DeWalt battery powered chainsaw that would not nearly last this long. And for that to be the cheaper battery of the two, that is awesome. So, I think what I'm going to end up doing is go ahead, grab some food, eat some lunch, throw this thing back on the rapid charger. By the time I get done with lunch, it should be charged up, and we should be ready to go. So, see ya here in a little bit after I get some Taco Bell down my throat, and come back, do this last cut, start splitting this up, start throwing it up in a container. Sweet. Well, went ahead, got that last cut done after taking a lunch break. I'm going to set you guys up here. You're on the side of the tractor. What we're going to be doing is using this log splitter that's slightly out of frame and loading our logs into that IBC tote. Of course, I explained why we use IBC totes earlier, but basically, as these logs get done, put them inside there. They don't have the bladders inside of them anymore. That way, free airflow can get all the way around the wood, dry out the wood. But I'm going to go ahead and do this. Again, I want to thank you guys for watching. This makes me get out, actually do chores, and be active. So thank you very much for that. If you could, leave a comment down below. How do you guys prepare winter wood? Do you guys even prepare winter wood? How do you guys store it? I'd like to know. I'd like to see some ideas. And if you don't mind leaving a subscribe or a like, really does help out the channel. It gets gets YouTube to know that you're actually enjoying what you're seeing. But I'm going to go ahead, fire up the tractor, get you guys on a time lapse, more so on the splitter instead of me, and then get this thing rolling. Pop in my earbuds, listen to my book. By the way, Dungeon Crawler Carl book series, very good. It is a nerdy book. It is a nerdy book, but definitely good book. Okay, now we have split wood. Woo.
Winter wood, slow timber. Stack it up and watch the embers. Quiet days, the seasons linger. Chill work rhythm in the fading weather. IBCs lined up by the old red barn, splitting logs steady with a working farm charm. Battery low, but the vibes stay high. Warm breath rising in the cold blue sky. Winter wood, slow timber. Stack it up and watch the embers. Quiet days, the seasons linger. Chill work rhythm in the fading weather. Hands are tired, but the mind unwinds. Slow beats moving with the passing time. Propane nights coming soon, but for now the crackle sings its tune. Another day, another chore, but these quiet moments, they're what we're here for. branches lay. Falling leaves in quiet days, working slow in autumn haze. Every cut, every stack we raise, winter's coming, we're setting the pace. Chill winds whisper through the pine. Hands are tired, but the moment's fine. Just a quiet scene in a simple time. Lo-fi heart with a country mind. Falling leaves in quiet days, working slow in autumn haze. Every cut, every stack we raise, winter's coming, we're setting the pace.
Well, that was definitely a solid day of just preparing wood for winter. As you can see, using these IBC totes, being able to stack them up here next to the house is awesome. It gives us the opportunity to make sure that we're still getting airflow through all of here, but also getting a little bit of protection on the bottom ones. Not so much on the top, but that's all right. It's still going to burn. Just might not be as efficient. I gotta say, I am really surprised with this Atlas. Like you saw during that time lapse, cutting down the tree and taking down or cutting up individual pieces of the entire tree. All we had to do was do one little charge after we ate lunch to do the last cut. I do want to thank my sister-in-law and my wife for coming out and helping. I don't know if you saw them in the time lapse or not, but they offered to come by and chop up the smaller branches of that tree with a little DeWalt saw and help stack it all up in here while I was splitting the rest of the bigger logs. But we're getting a head start on this. Sadly, it's not sad by any means. It's a factor that next year we'll have to heat mainly with propane because our kid will be here, and during the first year they don't suggest wood burning inside of a house during the first year of a kid's life. So we'll end up burning all the way up until she's here, and then after that we will just do propane next year. It'll be expensive, but definitely worth it. So, whew, I'm hungry again. Before I go and find some food, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really, again, making me do chores. My hands hurt. I'm hungry. I need food. I don't know what to do with my hands. See you next week.